Fun.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Delivers the contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the golden flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Ulatowski trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not.
He'll take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Pitt will have to boot this one away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up, 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Quick pass on the jet motion. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is a big play in this season opener coming up right now. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Martins. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. A 3rd and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Gulatowski. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Give to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. To the air, it's Gulatowski. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen passer here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Ulatowski. Looking to buy time. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Charlotte is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up 14 over James Madison. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Caught. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Hammond. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Got a man, it's McCray. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Golden Flashes will have it 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's McCray.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Ulatowski. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
This offense...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. With the run on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Golden Flashes are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Throws to the tight end. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. I get sometimes that you want to fit a pass in, but there has to be a place for it to fit, and there was no opening there in that double coverage. Touchdown, Kent State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Using his legs, it's Reed. He locked up and held on to bring him down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. They'll go to the counter. Crosses the 30. He's got a leg. Knocked down for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Hit right back to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. It's a draw. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on fourth and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They get him down after he makes the catch. And the short completion brings up second down. The give is to Garcia. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the golden flashes are on the move. Back to throw, it's Gulitowski. Pocket start, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Throws to the wideout. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth and very. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got his man in the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up,
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Makes the grab down the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And that one will give them the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Penn State, 35.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anyway. You might want to try the other side of the field.
They'll run it on the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Holstein. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Brown.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's right on target. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Snap it to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
4th and inches, just trust in your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus.
Got the quick completion.
They're trailing by just 4 to Akron. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On the run, it's Reed. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll run it from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
And to no one's surprise, despite not converting a fourth down in this one, they will go for it for the 7th time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Floats it out in space.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Try to get it on the ground. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys want to try to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns.
The ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go to Garcia. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Leaves it with the running back. Discards a man. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And this offense not only has the chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. The give is to Garcia. And the golden flashes get enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. They go to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. The golden flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breakthrough.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're getting this guy lathered up. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Kent State.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by them.
Looking to take a shot. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, golden flashes. And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Grabs it in the middle. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Using the quick game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They're bringing heat. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Back to pass, it's Holstein. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Pitt pushing the base.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between the...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, they'll take to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out fast. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reed. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, he'll let it fly. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll go to Garcia. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Vols will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Flashes offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this deep...
Running toward the tape. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
The give is to Garcia. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. It's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time.
And the defense, Abe, got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. He couldn't connect on that 44-yard field goal attempt, so now the offense will take over at its own 27. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Tempo and overdrive. The give on the inside. there. Stop the yard short. It'll be third down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And the Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Headed outside for the line. It's Sampson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Coming out with it, it's Martin. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kent State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Vols will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch.
Defense will take over.
Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
And the golden flashes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, folks.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
That's caught. It's Martin. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Finds the tight end. And an explosive explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold. Touchdown, Tennessee! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and protect the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
Makes the score.
Off with a strike from 38 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. He's going for it all. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and...
First down for the offense.
29.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
They're going to throw it again. Feeling some heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown ball! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Kent State.
Number 0.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Movement here from the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against...
And the ball squirted out. He picks it up, still on his feet. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking to go up top on first down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. No huddle offense to the line. They move the tight end all over. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. On the move. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Volunteers have moved it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't quit on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The Golden Flashes get it past the sticks.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
Back to throw, it's Ulatowski. Dumps it off in the flats.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Coming after it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. That's caught. It's McCray. At the 40, there he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Ulatowski. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop. And
it's no good. He missed the extra point. And